All right, everyone, this is the last video of this course. If you have watched all of my micro lectures, you have watched almost 50 during this 15 weeks. So hopefully the lectures have been helpful for you and hopefully you're having success. All right, so on the last week, we have to take test 3, and I went and looked at concepts that people have struggled with in the past, and this is one of them. And it might also be just an issue with trying to use the function in ALEX to plot and graph, so I'm going to try to help you with that. Okay, graph the parabola. So we know parabolas either face up or they face down. In this case, this one should face up because it's positive, but it says plot 5 points on the parabola. They want the vertex, 2 points to the left and 2 points to the right, and then click on the graph of function. So the first thing you want to do is we're going to make a little XY chart, and I'll probably scroll down to get some room for that. And what you're going to do is we're going to find the vertex first. I'll show you how to find that. This is actually written in vertex form, which is great. And then we're going to find 2 points to the left, 2 points to the right. You'll use the plot a point function to put your points in. Once you have your 5 points in, then you'll click on this little curved feature here, and it will graph those points that you actually already put on. All right, so we're going to make a little table. So first we're going to find the vertex first. So the vertex, because this is written in HK form, is always the opposite sign of H and regular K value. So vertex is an XY coordinate. It's a special place. So remember, that's just like your turning point here. So perhaps it's a minimum on this particular parabola because it faces up. So our equation is y equals x plus 1 squared plus 4. Equation of a quadratic written in HK format looks like this: ax minus h squared plus k. Okay, so the reason it's the opposite sign for that x coordinate, which is your h value, is because there's a negative sign in your standard formula, and that negative sign is going to make that 1 be negative. So it's going to be a negative 1, and then your positive 4 is going to be your vertex. That's just the regular k value. So when we make a table, let's do this here. We have a negative 1 for x and a 4 for y. This is a special place. It's the vertex. And what we could do is go grab plot a point, and you'll type in negative 1, 4, and it will actually come over, and it will plot that for you right there. Okay, if you use that plot a point feature. Okay, so now if this is negative 1 here, we want 2 points to the left, so we're going to use negative 2 and negative 3. So we're going to use negative 2 and negative 3. Those are points to the left. And then to the right of negative 1 would be 0 and 1. So 0 and 1. So we're just going to do a little bit of math here. So if we use this formula, y that they gave us, x plus 1 squared plus 4, we're just going to start popping in these x values, right? The negative 3 will go in, the negative 2, and we'll see what comes out for y. So if we do negative 3 plus 1 squared plus 4, that's going to give us negative 3 plus 1 is negative 2. Negative 2 squared is 4, and 4 plus 4 makes 8. So we could use our plot a point feature right here to type in negative 3 and up to 8. So you'll have a point right there. We can start again and put negative 2 in. So negative 2 plus 1 squared plus 4. So negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1. Negative 1 squared is 1. And 1 plus 4 is 5. So there's another plot a point. So negative 2 comma 5. Okay. Starting to make that shape here. All right, we already did the vertex. So let's try putting 0 in. So 0 plus 1 squared plus 4. Well, this is 1. 1 squared is 1, and 1 plus 4 is 5. So 0, 5 is another point. So you use plot a point. Come up and put 0, 5 there. And then we'll try putting a 1 in. So 1 plus 1 squared plus 4. Well, 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 squared is 4, and 4 plus 4 is 8. So we'll come back and use plot a point and find 1 comma 8 right there. And then you'll hit graph a function, and when you do that, and all your points are correct, it'll come in and it'll graph the parabola there for you. All right, it's been fun. Hopefully you've had a successful semester, and thanks for being in my class. Bye.